And it's your brother Bolo V&R. I'm on the Bolo V&R 2.0 live right now. We are going in on this particular situation with Gabriela Morris. I believe her name is Gabriela Morris. I don't want to butcher her name. She was in Parliament. I think it was the 18th, yes, of January 2025. And she laid it down and really gave an honest, outline, in my view, from what I heard about the state of our country and what our people are feeling in the grassroots levels. Maybe the reality of Jamaica is different for those that are up there and got their money, like the rich people, like the very, very, very wealthy. But when it comes on to the reality of Jamaica, you better check the people that is not so fortunate and ask them, how are you living? What is your feeling? Is it getting tighter? Is it getting tougher? Is it getting harder? Or do you guys see your way going through to progress and do and see your way through to do more and build and grow? And if you really go and ask the people, you're gonna get honest answers. But before I get into that, remember, ladies and gentlemen, to follow me on all platforms. Bolo V&R clips, especially. Come on, man, y'all go follow me over there. Get me to 1,000 subs and Bolo V&R and Bolo V&R 2.0. Yo, listen, we're on the way to 20K, baby. All right, sub up if you haven't already. What are you waiting on? All right, and if you want to support the platform, remember that the Cash App is available now. It's pinned at the top of the comment section. Nightbot is dropping all the links. And of course, the PayPal is there already. The Cash App is D87220, and the PayPal is BOLO876J. If you want to donate, it's not mandatory. It is up to you whether you want to do so or not. Let's get into the content, man. The beautiful. I'm talking about the beautiful and powerful sister. All right, Gabrielle Morris. Powerful speech in Parliament. Let's get it.
Thank you very much, Senator Longworth. Senator Morris, you have 20 minutes. Senator Morris, of course, I'm joking. You are at large to make your presentation.
No, that was not funny. I'm just letting you know, Edmund Bartlett, I see you. Yeah, you think you got jokes. Talking about she got 20 minutes. Sweetheart, talk your ish. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Senator Morris, go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you, colleagues. We have been here for quite a while, and I will try my best to condense this presentation. But, Mr. President, I want to outline, though, that...
sorry, I noticed. Senator Allen, you're back with us.
You notice how them interrupt her and as she start her speech, and you notice how she take it gracefully. She just smiling, and she got a beautiful smile too. Big salute to this sister, and I wish her all the best in her endeavors in this this powerful place that she's in government. And I hope that she does right by not only her constituents, but right by God and the Jamaican people.
I want to outline, though, that my presentation will take a different tone, because I believe that the debate is called the State of the Nation for a reason, and I'm here to speak about the real state of our nation and to speak the truth, nothing but the truth, the whole truth, so help me God. Mr. President, this morning I rise to deliver what might be my final State of the Nation address in this chamber for the life of the Senate.
Talk about it.
I do so. I do so with a heart brimming with gratitude,
Dior TV, good morning.
pride, and resolve. Serving the people of Jamaica in this capacity has been the honor of a lifetime. A trust placed in me At just 23 years old, a trust I've held sacred with humility. Oh no, you can't say that. Every step of the way, Mr. President. I would like to take the opportunity to once again salute the former leader of the opposition, Dr. Peter Phillips, for entrusting me, a young woman, with this awesome responsibility. And to the current leader of the opposition, Mr. Mark Jefferson Golding, I want to thank him for his faith in me, for granting me the opportunity to serve as spokesperson on youth and civic engagement, and for always lending wisdom and guidance.
Big up Marky G. Giving a youth that portfolio was an excellent move. You understand? Bright young lady. I like it. I hope them have like a team of people, a team of young youth with her, you know, that works together, you know. Because that would be even greater. If Marky G get this, somebody can tag him. Yeah, make sure so them have a team of youth around her, you know? Yeah, man, and the elder them just go and guide and listen to the youth them. Because youth them are the future, you know.
Mr. President, I've been fortunate to share this chamber with colleagues who have inspired and challenged me. To my Senate family on this side, we have weathered storms together. We have stood resolute in the defense of the people, and we are stronger for it. To the staff of this parliament, your dedication does not go unnoticed, and respect is due to each of you for the long hours that you endure in the service of this country. I promised the police officers outside that I would not take the whole day, so I will seek to stick to my word. And to my village, to my family, to my friends, to my constituents. Speaking it into being. I want to welcome a part of my Northwest St. Anne family to the Parliament today.
This is the only thing no man like them advertisement. Chairman. Let the lady speak, man.
I am so happy that you could be here to hear my state of the nation, and I want to thank you for all that you do to support the constituency, and I look forward to serving and working with you. Thank you. Yes. Mr. President, as I reflect on my journey, I'm reminded of the powerful words of Langston Hughes, the poet. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Mr. President, too many Jamaicans' dreams have dried up. This is precisely why I'm so grateful for the privilege of representing the people of Northwest St. Anne as of October last year. And as I engage with persons across the constituency, I notice a troubling reality. Their hopes have withered under the weight of broken promises and unfulfilled potential. We see it in their eyes. The farmers, the youth yearning for more opportunities, the single mothers fighting to make ends meet, the elders who rely on a small pension to live with a little dignity in their golden years. And they ask, what about us? And Mr. President, I've walked with them. I've sat in their homes. I've listened to their stories. I carry their burdens in my heart sometimes because I wish I could do more. These are not just numbers on a voter's list. They're family. They're people who have adopted me as their daughter, their granddaughter. And I look forward to being their voice, their representative in this space.
People are the ancestors them and the elder them. We are going to ancestry, you know. Our living ancestors that this young lady are connect with, you know. You understand? And listening to their cry and what they would love to see for the future, because they have their grandchildren, them great grandchildren, and next generations to come with them a worry about. This is powerful, you know. This is absolutely powerful. This young lady, she's on a mission, trust me.
Mr. President, I've learned very quickly that representational politics is not about titles or prestige. It is about love, love for people, love for justice, love for the belief that together we can create a Jamaica where dreams are not deferred but fulfilled. Today I stand here resolute with the voices of the Jamaican people resounding in my heart to say that the time for deferral is over. The time for decisive action is now. For change is upon us. People time come. The time has come for the realization of the dreams of our forefathers. The time has come to turn deferred dreams into a brighter reality. Mr. President, Jamaica is a land of extraordinary promise. A nation whose people inspire the world with our creativity, our resilience, our spirit. But beneath the surface of this national pride lies a sobering truth. Far too many Jamaicans are still waiting for their share of this dream. This is a nation, and this is the reality, where falling ill is a curse. Not just because of pain, Senator, but because our hospitals are overwhelmed and under-resourced.
Where is the lie? Where is the lie? People, let me tell you something. I'm not going to be long. My mother is literally in fear of getting sick. Grace of God to all we don't want to go to the hospital. And we've been hearing horror stories for years. But this is the most horrible it has ever been. And that's a fact.
They have become hotspots of chaos. With all the resources spent in the health sector outlined today by Senator Longmore, people are still dying. People are still sick. Some as they desperately try to find the comfort of sleep on hard hospital benches or chairs when they should be resting in a hospital bed. They're waiting months for treatment. Their illnesses are getting worse because of the shortage of equipment. Severe outbreaks are denied to protect the optics for the government, while the lives of babies are lost. This is the real state of our nation. This is a nation where food insecurity threatens the survival of our families. Too many parents have to send their children to bed hungry. Damien speaks of it all the time, that too many of our children have to learn on hungry belly. This is the state of our nation. This is a nation where education system is failing too many of our people. Too many youth graduate from schools ill-equipped for the demands of life and work. We know that 30% of our children are leaving primary school unable to read or write, and about 50% do not have basic numeracy nor comprehension skills. And it breaks the hearts of all who cares. Because education is one of the most powerful vehicles of social mobility. But this is the state of our nation. After 62 years of political independence, this is not where we should be. It can't be where we want to be. And I take a look at the faces of the people that I meet every day. Their dreams have been deferred, not because they lack ambition or they don't want to achieve them, but because our systems and leaders lack vision and are still gambling with the political will to make real change on behalf of the masses of this country. That is the truth of our nation. We continue to wrestle with the legacies of our colonial past and the burdens of modern mismanagement and corruption. The legacies of colonialism are not just talking points. It is not just a concept. The legacies of colonialism are born out of every day in the Jamaican reality. It is seen in the decision-making of the government and has become particularly stark in the past 9 years. The weight of deferred dreams has become unbearable. It is our moral obligation to now lift it. Decolonization is about lifting that weight. It's not about petty arguments about who is what color. It is about lifting that weight and allowing the country to move towards true freedom as a nation. It is about getting out from under low growth, low wage, low productivity, low hope, underemployed, under-resourced reality designed to benefit only a few.
Why may I tell you? Shots fired. Want to hear that again? A little part that we can't just go on like say she just said that, and that is a significant and powerful. Listen to that.
Unbearable. It is our moral obligation to now lift it. Decolonization is about lifting that weight. It's not about petty arguments about who is what color. It is about lifting that weight and allowing the country to move towards true freedom as a people. It is about getting out from under low growth, low wage, low productivity, low hope, underemployed, under-resourced reality designed to benefit only a few.
You know this what she said? Underemployed, you know. Not unemployed, you know. Because you know them come and talk about, oh, the unemployment rate is so low. Yes, but the underemployment rate is so high. Meaning that the people that are actually getting these jobs, they're not getting the jobs that can sustain a lifestyle or even grow a lifestyle or even have a lifestyle. They're barely trying to survive. They're under the survival level. They're not even poor anymore. Patrick Wagwan.
Mr. President, when the government speaks of recovery and prosperity, we have to ask, and I always ask, for whom? Because the figures tell a sobering story. Listen to this one, Senator Hill. Over the past 5 years, our economic growth has averaged just over 1% annually.
Why Arbin Hill disturbed the lady's speech so much? Isn't he a Christian? Why is he so full of commentary? Why am not show some level of restraint and respect in the parliament and let the lady speak? He's very animated in this clip, from what I've seen. Very interesting.
Compare this with the aspirations of Vision 2030, which called for sustained growth of 5% per year to achieve a thriving and equitable society. These are not just numbers and economic jargon. When we go to the supermarkets and can't buy the things that we did a year ago with the same amount of money, when we have to choose one bill over the other, and last Christmas dinner did have it just regular, that is what a 3.2 contraction in the July to September quarter feels like. It is real. And this administration promised 5 in 4. Yes, we remember 5 in 4.
This administration in Jamaica, the Jamaica Labour Party, under the leadership of Holness, has promised a lot and has fulfilled maybe 1% of it. You can't make it up, bro.
5% growth in 4 years. But today, up to today, we see no such transformation. Instead, Mr. President, what we have is concentrated wealth. The benefits of growth remain locked at the top, leaving too many Jamaicans behind. And even that is now contracting. What we have is a cost of living crisis. Rising prices for basic food items have forced our families to make impossible and even unhealthy food choices, Senator Longmore. What we have are stagnant wages. Wages have not kept pace with inflation, eroding the purchasing power of working Jamaicans. What we have is economic inequality, which is pervasive. The wealthiest of our population control more than 40% of our nation's wealth, while the poorest continue to struggle to survive. What we have is the job market that is stagnant. Youth unemployment continues to hover at 15%. However, many jobs are failing to provide a livable wage, or even our young people are struggling to find a job after investing so much in their education. You don't want to hear the truth, but I am going to talk it today, because this is the state of our nation.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Do you see how this young lady is carrying herself? I'm talking about being interrupted several. You don't want to hear the truth, but I'm going to speak it because this is the state of the nation. Look how poised she is. Man, she was made for this. Hey, listen, man. Listen, man. Yeah, she was built for this, boy. Yeah, She was built for this. All right. Hey, this is another good a member of the team, Marky G. I ain't gonna cap. You already knew that, but I'm just saying. I approve. Lord have mercy. That's how you deal with them. Man, she powerful, man.
What we have is our small farmers. They are struggling.
Mr. President, can you allow my perfect speaker to speak?
Because they don't want to hear the truth, Mr. President.
Why is this ignorant old not so, you know what, let me stop. I'm gonna be disrespectful. You know what, let me shut up.
Our small farmers, they are struggling. They're struggling. And the ice makers, they are suffering.
Oh, the ice makers. Oh, shots fired. Oh, shots fired. The ice makers. Oh, she don't miss a beat. Oh, she don't miss a beat. Oh my God.
They're struggling. And the ice makers, they are suffering because we're importing ice. What we have is debt that still looms large. DEATH, both of them. Senator Hill.
Wow.
This is not the vision that we were sold in 2015. We were sold a dream of prosperity.
Facts.
Yet for many, that dream remains deferred. And the promised prosperity keeps escaping the grasp of the ordinary Jamaican. I go back to the words of the poet Langston Hughes, who asks us of a dream deferred. Maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode? And I can already see the regular trolls on YouTube. Greetings to all of you. The opposition always attack negative. But I dare say, I dare say that if the positive was outpacing the negative, then we wouldn't be here talking about it.
Big facts.
We would be silenced. But many Jamaicans' lives exist with the realities that I am describing. I'm only echoing the thoughts of thousands of Jamaicans who are hoping somebody will speak on their behalf.
People, as many of you that listen to this video, when you listen to it, whether you listen to the live or the recording, the video upload or the premiere, listen, I want you guys to be very blunt about what you're seeing in Jamaica in the comment section in regards to what she's mentioning. I want you guys to be very detailed. I want you guys to go off in the comment section. Alright? Literally. Tell your story, tell your family's story of the state of the nation, what you are feeling. You understand? So if she's not accurate, then hey, she's not accurate. But if she is, I should see at least 5,000 comments in this video. Period. Hit the like button and share the live. Don't keep it to yourself so other people can participate. How about that?
Worst, Mr. President, this government over the past 5 years has attempted to govern by gaslight. You deny our lived reality. You turn a blind eye to our challenges. You revel in the expediency of telling people that these challenges do not exist or are not as bad as they might seem. You continue to blame the opposition for your failures. And the closer that we get to the election, the more you gaslight the people. The Prime Minister has been going around begging for a third term, Alka, promising that this term will be about the people. And I dare ask then, what were the other 2 terms about?
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Well, finally, I want to say to the people of Jamaica, we're at a tipping point. One thing that Richard Pondo, CEO of Seprod, said to me today, I think can't understand why everybody's so silent and why the people are so silent and I take all of this problem. And that's why we're saying, why the people of Jamaica to wise up and rise up and make the man them know. So we know that we are in a crisis and we're not tolerating those things anymore.
Like the people. The Prime Minister has been going around begging for a third term, Abka, promising that this term will be about the people. And I dare ask then, what were the other 2 terms about?
What were the other 2 terms about? You know how people tell on themselves? And Holness, what were the other 2 terms about if this term is about the people? Boy.
What were the other 2 terms about?
Good
The
question.
writing is on the wall.
Exactly.
The writing is on the wall. And this government has been weighed and found wanting.
Talking
with
truth.
every instance.
You know, say she go, hey, you come like you want the people and get in a Holy Spirit. They have been weighed and found wanting. A biblical terminology them then, a judgment this, a judgment this year, no? You don't believe? I can't stay there. Like I share the video. Judgment.
Dreams are further deferred. It sounds good to the ear when we hear that side speak, but you can't fool all the people all the time. I again turn to the poet, Langston Hughes, who is obviously one of my favorites, who must have heard the gaslighting efforts. Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like syrup is sweet? We heard some of the disingenuous comments in the House today, and I'm a little bit taken aback that Senator Longmore would have introduced that photograph.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what she's talking about, you know, say, I feel like I'm at a timestamp of 2 hours and 52 seconds. Let me show the facts and the evidence of the statement that she's going to address right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Care delivery. Some of our best doctors donations, because there's usually a lot of intricate is happening next week for us.
Let me go and check
A chance to perhaps recognize why that choice was not the right one, but putting them or marginalizing them is not the way to do it.
Let us.
So, Mr. President, this is a video that I put together. If we can recognize the connection to our ancestry, but I'm not getting the volume on it, so maybe I should go across. Seeking the leadership of this country. My son is there.
Oh, here we go.
And when I was preparing,
here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the picture that she showed. All right, take a good look at it. And we're gonna hear what she had to say about this. The point that she was trying to make.
With that continuity comes a wealth of knowledge. And when I say that we need to have that level of mass engagement, that level of mass therapy, this is one of the avenues, Mr. President, of instilling our people, of reminding our children. I don't know how many of our children knows the name of their
Salute to you, Draft. What's up? What's up? Salute to you.
Grandfather, much less the name of their great-grandfather. You have cultures where that is a part of the child's development. And so, Mr. President, that is why I made the effort. I know it was a risk, but I made the effort to bring this to our attention. And I know the other image is another risk.
Here she goes. Here she goes.
Big risk, but it is not. Because we are here contemplating serious things this year. And I want for us to have a look at that image. Now, Mr. President, I'm not here to critique, to talk about the mockery that was made. I'm not here to say that, look at the fact, this is not a skin color thing, no. Out of many, we are one people. But Mr. President, for me, it is the decision-making process of someone who is seeking the leadership of this country. My son is there. And when I was preparing this slide,
I did not want him to see this because I introduced it to him. I introduced it to him in the right way because in my mind, the leader of the longest black democracy in Jamaica, in the world, should not have the possibility of that image being found. The possibility, whatever made him make that decision to do that, it causes me to question his capacity to make decisions as a leader. This is, I'm not talking about skin color. I'm not talking about the fact that he was playing a skit to remove the shackles of the book. No, this is the image.
You know, that part really got me. I found out that this picture that she's creating all of this havoc about was a skit. Literally, context matters. But let's go ahead because I spoke about this in the previous live stream.
That is embedded, that is there now for the world, for every generation. Can you imagine this now? We are going fully into being a republic. And this would be, this or the possibility thereof. And this would be the image that we would have of our Prime Minister. No, no. That is not what I'm arguing, Mr. Senator Brown. My argument is the decision-making capacity of someone who already is established to have possible dual allegiance, who is not clearly committed to Jamaica. Mr. President, in knowing ourselves, we must know who we have at the helm of leadership. And I want each and every one of you over there to look at that. And without any form of explanation, relate to your children that is your leader? No. What is wrong with it? Well, Floyd, I understand because you can't see it. And so, Mr. President, I have incited a response because I am hitting truth. I am hitting truth. I am not arguing about that. My argument is a decision to have been caught in such a compromising position. That is my argument. It is none of that. It is the fact that a leader, an aspirant to the office of leading this proud country could be caught in this position. And so, Mr. President, I now take it back to knowing ourselves in leadership, Mr. President.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop.
Hey, who man's is this? Who man's is this?
You see, you better leave people alone. You know, just leave people alone. You know, if you really don't want your whole life to come out, just stop the cap. This is Olivia Bobsy Grange, ladies and gentlemen, and she's standing beside two brothers in chains. All right, this is a picture. Now, without context of the picture, you could, think of a lot of things to read into this picture, right? I'm not even trying to attack Babsy Grange or nothing. I'm just saying, these two young men are in chains. What is this lady talking about with the picture that she showed? Now, this is what is circulating in the streets. I don't know how true this is. Let me carry this down a little bit so you guys can actually see the text itself and what it's saying, because I know the way all this thing is set up, you might not be able to. All right, no. Scroll down a little bit, sir. All right, let me show you what I'm talking about. It says here she was married to this guy, right? And this brother, this gentleman right here is a Caucasian. And I'm trying to figure out, he was married to a Caucasian. And from his name, I am positive that this man didn't come from Jamaica. Alright, positive. It says here, I understand Dr. Sophia Lawmore racial outbursts against Comrade Mark Golden to be a Caucasian, to be consequence of her divorce from Alex Dropinski.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
So you see what happens now, Miss Miss Longmore. Now everybody digging into your life, right? So is it that you just hate all white men now? Because this thing that you came up with is ridiculous. And yeah, so I just wanted to show that. Let's continue with the speech. I was at 2 hours and 52 seconds with the young lady, Miss So yeah, it was really pointless what she did. Embarrassing, sad. Really is sad.
I'm a little bit taken aback that Senator Longmore would have introduced that photograph.
I'm telling you, crazy.
I'm a little bit taken aback.
Just a little bit taken aback.
Because I believe that there is an effort to be dishonest and divisive and manipulative relating to the sensitivity of race coming from that side, and it must stop. It is disgraceful. It is low. Shame. It is that side who goes on the international scale and speaks of discrimination. Yet you come here with this hateful narrative talking about allegiances when there are people on your side who are not even born here.
There's people in the JLP that is not even born here. You think she's playing around? Go and do the research. They were not even born here. Mark Golding was born here. He went to school here. Most of his adult life he was here. He's been here most of his life, period. He went to school at, I think, university, a few universities, I believe, overseas. Right? But this man's wife is a Jamaican, an African descendant. That means his kids is both from where? British and African descendant. This is what they want to do in Parliament, right? To try and incite some slave master type vibe. Mark Golden is a connection between the two dark worlds of our reality. He is a British citizen, and he has a wife that is from Africa. And his African wife and him have kids. You know what that is? He has married both our realities. So, if there was an argument to make, I think Mark Golden would be a pretty good candidate to take us into a new era here in Jamaica, where it's not war between Britain and Jamaica, it's not us hating each other, but the word is what? Love. Sadie, what's going on? I'm just saying, let's continue.
Shame, and it will not continue.
Absolute shame.
It will not continue. We on this side, we resent and we reject the diatribe that is coming from that side. For us, on this side. For us on this side. We have seen the work of Mark Jefferson Golding and what he has done to uplift the masses of this country, and we continue to support him. The word is love. Jamaica is about to evaluate. No.
One. Senator Brown. You can't be doing that, man. But he not say sit down on your ball head. He never tell me that. Senator, sorry, thank you for yielding. Senator.
Point of order, sir.
Boy, that one they hurt their feelings, eh? That one they hurt them. Truth hurt them still enough.
The senator suggested that the member had intention to be dishonest in her submissions. I am very sure that the standing orders forbids or prescribes against imputing pejorative motive to a member.
Brother, sit down. I not even want to hear you. Just sit down, brother.
Senator Morris.
No, will not disturb you. This is not about you right now.
Allow the senator to make our presentation, man. Senator Morris. Senator, thank you. Go ahead. You heard what the senator said, right?
Yeah, Tom Tavares finished him. Yo, So we can't wait to God remove all of them devil and then demon from out of parliament, you see, man.
Senator Morris.
Jamaica is about to evaluate what you are presenting as progress. We are now deeply contemplating the route our people are being led on in the name of nation building.
Dior TV, you think a joke? Real drunker them.
We must not give the opportunity to perpetuate this governance by gaslight. Jamaica will not. I raise this, and listen to me carefully, because what your lies and insincerity do to an already insecure and fragile nation is dangerous. It erodes the fabric of our nationhood. It breeds mistrust. And all the lazy excuses do is keep you in denial. You fail to face up to your shortcomings. And not facing up to them will only cause you to move more slowly than necessary to solve them.
Yo, me love that girl. Yo, me have to play that back. No, sir.
To perpetuate progress.
Senator Morris.
Jamaica is about to evaluate what you are presenting as progress.
Yeah, man,
We're
talk
now
about
deeply
it.
contemplating the route our people are being led on in the name of nation building. We must not give the opportunity to perpetuate this governance by gaslight. Jamaica will not. I raise this, and listen to me carefully, because what your lies and insincerity do to an already insecure and fragile nation is dangerous. It erodes the fabric of our nationhood. It breeds mistrust. And all the lazy excuses do is keep you in denial. You fail to face up to your shortcomings. And not facing up to them will only cause you to move more slowly than necessary to solve them.
You hear that, Andrew Holness? But me know you're not curious still, because you don't want to solve nothing. The disorder is something that actually benefits you and your people them, that you work for, innit? Because you now work for Jamaica. Hey, Dior, don't make them people make you get hatred in your heart here. They give you a wrinkle. And would I say something else, but I have to behave myself. Yeah, man, hatred give you a wrinkle here. And if you have a thick body, it make you lose weight, and you don't want to lose no weight. So you what? Don't make them put no hatred in your heart to go fester no disease in your body. Alright? Yeah, man, just pray for them. But them are drunkers still, but pray for them. Pray for them so them, them remove them drunker ways. You understand?
That is exactly what is happening. 62 years. I listen to you. No, I listen to you.
Why them interrupt the girl so much? And the girl never want to interrupt them. Listen to her, give her the respect what she need. You see, this is why young people don't respect a lot of the elder them, Right? Because them do these things. Them a try for yo.
62 years of independence. We are called upon.
1 minute, Senator. 1 minute, Senator. 1 minute,
We are
Senator
called
Morris.
upon.
Senator Morris, 1 minute. Senator Crawford.
Mr. President, I understand she can take care of herself, but at the same time, Mr. President, we have to allow the speaker to be able to speak. At least for 5 minutes.
Senator Morris. Senator Crawford, I understand that.
Yes.
Senator Morris, you need some protection from the bench?
I'm fine, Mr. President. I'm fine.
What she said?
I'm fine to continue.
At the same time, members, including Senator Brown.
You know, some rate that brother there. Yo, the man they corrupt accountable if you need protection from the bench. No, the bench needs to do what it's supposed to do and mediate and allow the lady to speak. And then should shame the individuals that is interrupting her, right? And tell them as grown people to have some decorum about themselves. Because the world is looking at you. Disgraceful.
Please allow the speaker to continue in peace.
Thank you. 62 years into the project of independence, we are called upon to contemplate our choices, to remain in the bowels of tinkerhood, or to move forward to real change. It is now time, Mr. President. Now is that time for the lip service towards and about our national development to stop. Now, Mr. President, I was not in the chamber for Senator Hill's presentation. I'm really sorry that I missed it.
You're not missing nothing.
But I took the time to listen. Mr. President, I took the time to listen to Senator Hill. Yes. And his attempt to wax lyrical in defense of his party's legacy. And as I listened, I couldn't help but cringe a little bit because it was filled with so much blame shifting and rhetoric that seem disconnected from the realities facing our nation. Senator Hill, like many Jamaicans, I'm tired of the blame game and the endless tit for tat. Corruption, as you outlined, is not a matter of political spin. It is a deeply rooted issue that threatens the very foundations of our democracy. It undermines trust in our institutions. It weakens our social fabric. It stalls our nation's progress. And the leader of the opposition, yes, he captured it perfectly. Corruption siphons resources from where they are needed most. It steals from our children's education. It deprives our hospitals of critical supplies and ensures that our roads remain broken. It widens inequality, diverting taxpayers' money to enrich a privileged few instead of benefiting the many. Let us be clear, corruption is not a new issue in Jamaica, but it remains persistent and pervasive, and eradicating it requires more than just lip service. It demands bold, uncompromising action. The Prime Minister himself, and you recall a 2017 video, eloquently emphasizing the importance of accountability. He declared that we cannot be serious about tackling corruption unless we are equally serious about identifying the who, those alleged or proven guilty of corrupt acts.
Yo, Mr. That girl, yeah. Yo, who write that speech? Yo, me need to get behind who write that speech. Brethren, if she write this a speech, you know, listen to me. If Gabriela Morris wrote this speech, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all something. This girl is coming to blaze a serious trail in the political arena. This a girl are not playing with nobody. I mean nobody. Eh? Mighty, she not left no stone unturned, brethren. Make up play that again.
And eradicating it requires more than just lip service.
Yeah.
It demands bold, uncompromising action.
Yes.
The Prime Minister himself, and you recall a 2017 video, eloquently emphasizing the importance of accountability. He declared that we cannot be serious about tackling corruption unless we are equally serious about identifying the who, those alleged or proven guilty of corrupt acts. And I want to urge the Prime Minister to stay on that lane, to reflect on his own words, and to act with the integrity those words demand.
Jesus
Senator
Christ.
Longmore and Senator Hill.
Jesus Christ, we love that girl. Yeah. Yo, we love that girl at one more time. Hey, listen to me. You're younger than me, I'm elder. Me not even talk about love you like that. Me I talk about just as a person of intellect. Listen to me. That girl, yeah. I love it.
No matter how you want to see, Jamaicans deserve a Prime Minister whose declarations can stand up to scrutiny and certification. Our people deserve leadership that they can.
Shot fire. People here are go. Come here talk and everybody attack and we can't hear them.
Leadership that they.
Hold on there, yeah. My bad people, my bad. We could go back.
To act with the integrity those words demand.
Yeah.
Senator Longmore and Senator Hill, no matter how you want to spin it, Jamaicans deserve a Prime Minister whose declarations can stand up to scrutiny and certification. Our people deserve leadership that they can.
Jesus Christ. So hold on there. I cut off our microphone.
Leadership that they.
People, who don't know see sabotage go on. Oh, me not hear nobody talk about this. Sabotage go on. As soon as she talk about the Prime Minister statutory declaration, I don't know see what go on. Hold on there, me need to make one shot about this. What can go so? Eh? People don't see what go on. Who knows say the audio on the YouTube gone? How who do that? Tell me who do that now. Who made the audio on the YouTube gone a while ago? As soon as the girl start talk about the statutory declaration, me backside. Hold on the people.
and certification. Our people deserve leadership that they can about identifying the who, those alleged or proven guilty of corrupt acts. And I want to urge the Prime Minister to stay on that lane, to reflect on his own words, and to act with the integrity those words demand. Senator Longmore and Senator Hill, no matter how you want to spin it, Jamaicans deserve a Prime Minister proven guilty of. And you recall a 2017 video eloquently emphasizing the importance of accountability. He declared that we cannot be serious about tackling corruption unless it demands bold, uncompromising action. The Prime Minister himself, and you recall a 2017 video, eloquently emphasized it requires more than just lip service. It demands bold, uncompromising action. The Prime Minister himself, and you recall a 2017 video, eloquently emphasizing the importance of accountability. He declared that we cannot be serious about tackling corruption unless we are equally serious about identifying the who, those alleged or proven guilty of corrupt acts. And I want to urge the Prime Minister to stay on that lane, to reflect on his own words, and to act with the integrity those words demand. Senator Longmore and Senator Hill, no matter how you want to spin it, Jamaicans deserve a Prime Minister whose declarations can stand up to scrutiny and certification. Our people deserve leadership that they can leadership that they can trust. It is that simple. It is now time.
Turn it off. Try now.
Testing.
Perfectly good. Excellent. Good.
Thank you, Mr. President. Now, very soon, the people of this country will get a chance to decide their destiny for the next 5 years. And it is clear that people want change. They're tired of piecemeal policies handed out by the government to sweet up the electorate on the eve of an election. They're tired of empty promises. Yes, we haven't forgotten those promises of the first 100 days. That is the state of our nation, right here, right now. The Jamaican people deserve a real mix of fiscal discipline, economic development, productivity, social equity, and environmental sustainability. Today's debate provides an opportunity.
Tell me say I not them turn off the girl microphone. What a wicked setup. Hey, them a drunk of it, you know? But yo, people, how me not hear no other vlogger talk about this? A good thing say me come, hey. A good thing say me, hey, me say I want good thing say me cover this in the morning. Hey, Father God, you not sleep. You never sleeping. You always there on purpose and a point me in the right direction. Look pan this abanga around ya. Look pan this abanga around ya. All of a sudden the girl microphone now work when she talk about Holness. Eh? Them licking can. So for the world don't hear the girl, the man them turn off our microphone allegedly. Allegedly. Cause I'm gonna tell about oh it's a technical. I don't believe you know. I don't believe you know. Tell me hey, tell me it's so wicked this you know. Yo, hey, Father God, may I pray that prayer again this morning. Now, Father God, may I beg your Father God, deliver away from them evil, yeah. Deliver away from the wickedness, the sneer and the wickedness of the Jamaica Lawless Party. Deliver us, dear Lord, from all of these Eden. Deliver we. Jamaica need you, God. We need you. God of Daniel, we need you. God of Jacob, we need you. What can go so? Eh? But
What can go
no,
so?
sir.
What can go so? What can go so?
People, remember the first part of it when she just a come in and them said to her, say, you only have 20 minutes, Edmund Bartlett and a run joke. You see, with them party, not take nothing what they say as joke. Anything you hear them come out of them mouth take sleep and mark that them is wicked.
To take
Them is
stock of our
wicked.
circumstances, to assess the impact of our policies or initiatives and our actions, and to
And Father God, may I beg you, put your guiding angel them and your guardian angel them with his sword surrounding this girl wherever she go. So them don't do her nothing. Cause I don't trust them. I don't trust them. And you're the only one who can protect you from them wicked evil people here. Mighty God of the
chart a course for the future that will enable us to overcome the challenges that we face. This go round, it must be ideological. We have to start by assessing our belief systems at their core. Because the truth is, the Jamaican people are tired. Many of them have lost their way. Some simply drop on. We hear the sentiments all the time when we go on the road, Damien. We're not in the politics thing. Nothing not change. And this go round, we face the reality of seeing Jamaica stand still in the upcoming election. Why? Because many have lost faith. After years of dashed hopes, after years of contending with a system that seems to work against them in many ways.
Hello, if them don't know that already, something wrong with them. You understand? If the people in the Jamaica Labour Party don't realize that the people of Jamaica have lost hope in the Jamaican politicians, whether them are green or orange, I don't know if you tell them, say. Them is out of touch with reality itself. I'm telling you. Them crazy. Them crazy if them think, say, the people them really has not lost hope. A 70% of people them not voting. And it has gotten lower. The people them not business about the politician, them brother. Them just feel like say nothing gonna come of it. They don't trust to know. You understand? Hey, marketing can come win the election and not deliver for people them. Him not have no choice. Right now people them blood up boil and they on the brink are taking over a country for themselves. And that are the state of the country. In my belief. You can't stay there. Think of peace and safety as sudden destruction.
They have come to believe that all that is possible is growth that is low and slow, approaches that are wrong and strong, and systems that favor might over right. This is what we have become accustomed to in the last 9 years. Time comes for a government that will focus on the implementation of policies that will bridge the gap between the privileged and marginalized. Jamaicans deserve a government that will ensure that every Jamaican has a fair shot at success. This is what we on this side believe. Our plans move the needle forward to the benefit of all, not just some. Moving our plans definitively from the principles of trickle-down economics, which have failed to deliver the prosperity to the masses, is our aim. Time has come.
Leader. Thank you very much. The question is that the speaker's time be extended for allow her to complete.
Yo, the man them totally sabotage girl's speech to backside. Could they?
So I noticed that the clock is running up there now.
Totally sabotage girl's speech.
It's working over here.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind.
Oh, both sides is working. Thank you very much, Madam Clerk. Let me just take the 120 motion now as well, so I don't interrupt you again. Leader?
Might the Senate be permitted to sit beyond 1:30 to complete the business of the day?
Yeah, there.
Members should have heard the question. Those in favor? All yours, Senator Morris.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Wow.
Now I want to shift talking a little bit about values. Jamaica, as I said, is known for its vibrant culture. And every speaker who's in this house has at some point acknowledged that we are people of resilient spirit. We have to, though, acknowledge that some cracks have begun to erode the foundations of our national identity. And the values that once described us, once defined us, hard work, integrity, independence, and respect, have somehow been overshadowed by troubling norms, such as this dunce culture. We hear it in the music, the normalization of violence. These shifts threaten not just our social fabric, but our economic and national development. And all of this, I believe, is grounded in strengthening and promoting Jamaican culture. This is why where many of our young people work and operate. The plan for culture on this side, it is grounded in solidifying who we are and who we want to be. To do this, we must invest in our culture and its expressions, nurture greatness, use the cultural norms to achieve our sustainable development goals, and go for growth. We will present good governance for the cultural sector. Most of all, we'll be grounding our culture locally and taking it further globally. How then can we fail if we do this? These are the plans that we have that will take us to where we want our state of the nation to be. If we want to build a Jamaica where every citizen has the opportunity to thrive, we must reset our values and attitudes. A society rooted in hard work and independence fosters productivity, innovation, and resilience. Respect and integrity build trust and collaboration, essential for thriving democracy and economy. Changing the values and attitudes of a nation is no small task, we agree, but it is critical to unlocking Jamaica's full potential. The eternal question for us, though, is how? How? This, I believe, requires a multifaceted approach anchored in education, engagement, and leadership to reignite discipline and accountability, and a collective commitment to progress. The plans and programs in social transformation, culture, and citizen security that we have been engaged in provides answers to that question. We all know what needs to be done, but we are now focused on how, and we look forward to sharing that with Jamaica at just the right time. One of the critical pieces of that puzzle is the engagement of our young people. Mr. President, one of the greatest disservices that we have done to youth is selling them a dream that work hard, be on your best behavior, education will carry you through, and guarantee success. But the reality for many of our young people is far different. Yes, unemployment remains a challenge, even with the data that we're seeing. But it is underemployment, working hard but barely earning enough to survive, that is robbing many of our young people of opportunity and of hope and of the possibility of thriving.
Bingo!
The reality is felt acutely in industries like the BPO sector, where many workers, most of them young people, have to endure long hours. They have precarious contracts and limited job security, only to see job cuts erode what little stability they already had. Time come for a renewed focus on worker rights, ensuring that all Jamaicans have access to fair wages, safe working conditions, and opportunities for advancement. It is not enough to just create jobs. Yes, it is good, but we must have meaningful, sustainable employment that allows our youth to build lives of independence and prosperity.
That is it.
In particular, what we would like to see...
Hey, Draft. Hey, big up in a bro. Thank you for the donation. I'm just seeing it, man. I think I have my donations on pause, so it probably didn't pop up, but thank you, bro.
Is a framework for independent workers and those in the gig economy, those seen as informal in the changing world of work.
Yeah, let's go. Turn up on the donations. Thank you for the love, gentle people. Let's get it. Turn me up. Turn it up.
Draft St. Vincent and Grenadines tipped $5. Salute, brother, keep doing your thing. Biceps Bolo for President Rock.
Hey, man, thank you, my brother, Draft, with the donation, man. Yes, sir. I appreciate that, man. Salute to you for the 5. You know what I mean? You say salute to Bolo, keep doing your thing, Bolo for president. Man, you try to line me up, boy. I have no desire. I'm talking about no desire to be president or prime minister or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for the donation, man. I forgot I had it on mute and pause. Soon as I unmuted it, you see it came up. So guys, if you want to donate and you want to stay anonymous, you don't want anybody to know what you don't want to text in the chat, $5 is the minimum. The anonymous link is pinned. It's PayPal. Everybody in Jamaica got PayPal. Everybody got TikTok. So if you want to donate, you could donate on the PayPal like that. All right. Let's continue.
Many of them are young people who are looking at more novel ways of working, moving outside of the traditional framework. We have to engage them. Moreover, when we look at some of these sectors that remain unstable, especially for our young people, we see that they don't have access to health insurance, pension, paid leave, and this further exacerbates the vulnerabilities faced by young employees. Requiring employers to provide these benefits would not only improve the quality of life for workers, but also contribute to long-term economic stability for families. Additionally, ensuring that young people have a platform to voice their concerns and advocate for real change in the workplace is increasingly essential. Mr. President, the youth of Jamaica are not looking for handouts. Many of them are just looking for opportunities.
Facts.
They want a fair chance to succeed, to live in dignity, and to build lives that they can be proud of.
Amen.
These interconnected initiatives, rooted in values, community inclusion, and empowerment, will address the immediate challenges facing our youth, but also renew their faith in the promise of Jamaica. By investing in their development, by protecting their rights, by fostering an environment of opportunity, we can ensure that their deferred dreams become realized ambitions. This is the direction that Jamaica must take, and time come to make it a reality.
Time come.
The time for empty promises is over. Our youth need bold, comprehensive action to address the challenges they face. My repeated calls over the years, Mr. President, for a national values and attitudes campaign has reached its use-by date. No more time to wait for the government to do its job. We have developed the policies, plans, and programs to once again instill respect, integrity, and civic pride among young Jamaicans, emphasizing the importance of hard work, accountability, and community building. We want this campaign to be complemented by robust safe sex and sexual education initiatives in schools and communities, because we have to address issues like teenage pregnancy and sexually transmitted infections to equip our youth with knowledge to make responsible choices. These interventions must also take into account conflict management. Now, I want to focus
on our key things them on the need to implement a God. You understand? God I want to need to implement back in the school, the word. You understand? Because if you follow the word of the Most High, you know, it is a very good guy that, let us be real. If you follow the word of the Most High, the society will be a peaceful one, you know. If we were to be obedient to the word of the Most High, we really wouldn't have any issues in society, you know, with each other, you know. Think about that. Just think about that. That's powerful.
Focus a little bit on community-based interventions, because communities or community development must be a cornerstone of our vision of change. In Northwest St. Anne, we want to become a model constituency for community engagement. As I walk through our towns, our communities, the message from our people is clear. They want better opportunities, especially for their children, for their grandchildren. Far too many young people in Northwest St. Anne are searching for purpose, while many of our community centers and spaces for young people to gather remain closed, covered in bush, and underutilized. This is the same across the country, and it cannot continue. Our program of re-engagement of youth must focus, Senator Crawford, on revitalizing our youth clubs and re-establishing community homework centers. These centers must ideally be located in our schools, which are already equipped to host these interventions. They will provide critical educational support for children in need. In Northwest St. Anne as well, Mr. President, we are committed to continuing the transformative Second Chance initiative, which is something that we hope will be replicated across the country. This was introduced by then MP Dayton Campbell in 2012. Now, what we aim to do through the program is to give individuals, both young and old, the opportunity to achieve certification through high trust, along with the attainment of 5 CXC subjects. It will also offer grants for young entrepreneurs, along with capacity building. This initiative represents our commitment to advancing lives and creating new, diverse pathways for success. Another pressing priority that I cannot sit and not mention is affordable and accessible housing. When it was announced, I believe last year by the Prime Minister, that steps were taken to reserve some of the housing stock for young people under 35, we have to go further. because we still have a challenge of young people being able to afford the housing solutions that are on the market. And so we have to put in place innovative plans and approaches, such as a rent-to-own program and housing cooperatives, yes, Senator Crawford, to make home ownership achievable, more achievable for young Jamaicans.
Well, finally, I want to say to the people of Jamaica, we're at a tipping point. One of the things that Richard Pandoy, CEO of Shepherd, said to me today, that I think can't understand why everybody's so silent and why the people are so silent and I take all of this problem. And that's why I say, one of the people of Jamaica to wise up and rise up and make the man them know. So we know that we are in a crisis and we're not tolerating those things anymore.
Remember, I have to write every speech over there.
Inclusion must also be an important pillar as we seek to build a country that takes into consideration people from all walks of life. I spoke earlier about the challenge of food insecurity and how it affects our children, our young people. Hunger.
What she said about inclusion, you know, we can't really expect nothing better from the politician them when it comes to certain things, because them tie up themselves in a certain signatures, you know. And that's why gotta figure shake up Jamaica, you know. Yeah, man, gotta figure shake up Jamaica, man. More time we are do too much, and we are engaged too much with the world. And we need to detach yourself from the world, be in the world, and, you know, be a part of the, be, you know what the Bible say? Bible says something like, you're in the world, but not a part of it. Something like part of the world, but not in the world. Something like that.
Should never be a barrier for education. And a few weeks ago, I moved a motion for the implementation of a national school nutrition policy, advocating for healthy, affordable food options for students who are most in need. To make this vision a reality, we see value in partnership between the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Health, and local farmers. By collaborating with CASE and other agricultural stakeholders, we want to see the rollout of a national school feeding policy that ensures that every child receives a nutritious meal daily, bridging the gap between classroom learning and healthy living. We've been saying to be implemented for a number of years now, and all we're asking is for it to be implemented once and for all. Just do it.
And bring your motion to the floor. Tell them to bring the motion.
And bring the motion so that we can debate it and move forward. That's all we are asking. That's all we are asking. Lovely. Mr. President, one of my final points revolves around rural development. Rural Jamaica has long been the backbone of our nation's economy, culture, and identity. Yet, rural communities remain underserved and overlooked. Revolves around rural development. Rural Jamaica has long been the backbone of our nation's economy, culture, and identity. Yet, rural communities remain underserved and overlooked. In Northwest St. Anne, the challenges are glaring: poorly maintained roads, limited access to water, and insufficient support for our farmers who continue to work tirelessly to feed the nation. If Jamaica is to move forward, then rural development must be a national priority. And I'm proud to hear that the next government will prioritize rural development. Good roads, Mr. President, they are lifelines in rural communities, connecting farmers to markets, children to schools, and residents to essential services in Northwest St. Anne and other rural communities across the country.
We say it a cut in and out. You know, say, I must see internet that though. Can't do nothing about that. Me have it recording still, so when me post the recording, it a go smooth, yeah? I best me can say.
Crumbling infrastructure has left too many communities cut off from opportunities and out of reach. Our people are bitterly complaining of thousands spent fixing their vehicles, the front end gone.
You know what the wickedest thing about the road them? You can imagine when you're sick and you have an emergency and you need to go to the hospital or your wife are pregnant and you know them made it? Yo, people sick off it. A man have an accident. Yo, the road them bad still, you know? Yeah, man, the road them bad, man. Hit up a like button, people.
and the lack of reliable public transportation and exorbitant taxi fares due to the state of the road. There are many people who face challenges getting emergency services because the road is that bad. The next government has committed to re-establishing a road maintenance fund, or re-establishing a road maintenance fund that will support rehabilitation of the road network across the country. Yes, I'm talking about that same road maintenance fund that was shut down in 2017. This fund also has to prioritize communities that has been neglected for far too long. We can't simply be patching the roads every time. We have to ensure that our roads are built to last, designed to withstand weather conditions, which we are familiar with in rural Jamaica, and are maintained over time. This is what we need to see, Mr. President. Agricultural development as well is key to unlocking economic growth in rural Jamaica, and we must do more to empower farmers. We must do more to ensure that they have the resources and the support to thrive. The next government, we have committed to providing training, access to modern farming technology, and affordable financing to encourage innovation and sustainability in the agricultural sector. We want to look specifically at women farmers who are critical to food production in rural Jamaica. We want them to benefit from targeted programs that provide grants, technical support, and access to land. Additionally, we want to work to strengthen our agricultural cooperatives and expand opportunities for rural farmers to access local and international markets, ensuring that they receive fair prices for their produce.
Now, when it comes to the woman farming thing, I don't really want to carry the gender thing in our farming, you know. Just so I make you know that straight. This is this gender fight and this gender empowerment business, and empower one side and not empower the next. It is really a plan of the devil, you know, to separate the man from the woman, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, stop fall for that trap there. Yeah, man, for real, man. Just support the farmer, them. Whether them are female or male. Right, that's the thing there.
Access to water. It remains one of the most pressing challenges for rural communities. In fact, Mr. President, in Northwest St. Anne, I hear the cries too often. Too many families are still relying on inconsistent water supply, forcing them to have to purchase water sometime with exorbitant cost. The next government has committed to investing in modern water infrastructure, such as reservoirs, wells, and rainwater harvesting systems. We will also work with community organizations to ensure sustainable water management practices, because we have to teach our people to take care of the resources that they have. Many rural communities, we're looking forward, you know, Senator, forward, and we're ready to do the work. Many rural communities as well rely on clinics as the main source of health care. In Northwest St. Anne, for example, I've already lamented the state of the clinics, especially those in Runaway Bay and Bamboo. The promised updates since that time still have not come. Absolutely. And another suggestion that I want to place on the table that is ideal especially for rural communities is to adopt the preventative healthcare model that we see being practiced in countries such as Cuba. And we hear mention of some of the preventative techniques that are being used, but all we're asking is to broaden the scope. Let us increase the number of community health aides and provide mobile health clinics. Let us do more. I did the math. And we are agreeing, but that is, listen, for the people. That is almost one aid. No, hold on. You've had enough time. That's almost what? 1,000 patients, 1,000 plus patients to one aid. And what we're saying, we're grateful for the increase. Mr. President, I believe we are all agreeing on the point. We are all agreeing on the point that there is merit. There is merit in us using this model of preventative health care to bring hope to the most remote areas of rural Jamaica. Mr. President, the future of Jamaica, I believe, depends on unlocking the potential of our rural communities. By investing in roads, agriculture, and water, the next government, we will improve the quality of life for people. Rural development cannot continue to be an afterthought. It is necessary for building a more inclusive, prosperous, and resilient Jamaica. In closing, we stand at a defining crossroads in our history. For far too long, the dreams of our people have been deferred. Far too many families have struggled in silence, yearning for a better tomorrow. That time is over because people time come. The young woman that I met in Brownstown who dreams of opening her own business. The farmer in Hazelwood working tirelessly to feed his family.
Yes, man.
The child in Tracy who dreams of becoming the first in the family to get a university education.
Absolutely.
The taxi operator in retirement who is overwhelmed by the cost of front-end parts and dreams of better roads. These are the people who drive my commitment. And they deserve much better.
Absolutely.
Hope, I dare say, is on the way. A new dawn is rising in this country. It is a dawn where every child will have access to opportunity, where every young person can feel empowered to pursue their dreams, and where every elder can rest easy, knowing that they are cherished and taken care of. I believe in the strength and resilience of Jamaicans. I believe in the creativity that lives in the minds of our people, the perseverance of our workers, and the unyielding spirit of our communities. Together, we will transform dreams deferred into dreams fulfilled. We must dare to imagine a future where no child goes to bed hungry, where no young person feels that their potential is being wasted here, and where no elder is left wondering if their contributions mattered because they can't get the health care that they deserve. This is the Jamaica that we can and will build. Let us rise as one people with one vision, determined to fulfill the promise of independence. Let us step boldly into the future, guided not by fear, but by hope and certainty that our best days as a country are ahead of us. Absolutely. The time is now, and our is here. Together, we are moving forward, leaving no one behind. Let us change the state of our nation today to one we want for ourselves. That choice of change rests with us, and together we will make it. Mr. Speaker, Mr. President, see, I'm ready to go. I want to close with the words of our poet laureate, Lorna Goodison, who responds to the question, how far is it to Hearties? Believe, and believe this, that I know how far Hearties is. Mr. President, Hearties is right around the corner. With good choices, Hearties, time come.
Man, oh man. What a powerful speech, from the daughter. I think she's Southeast Centan. She represents Gabriela. My goodness, this lady. I have to cut this live in 2 parts when I put it out. Yo, she was going in. Alright, let me know what you think in the comment section.